Hey guys, Zoltan here, and today we will test a TNT2. This time it's actually the ASUS V3800 EGP version with 32 megabytes of RAM. Yeah, this is a very beautiful card. It's really busy with all these 8 memory chips with this nice fan here and well, a lot of connections. We have a VGA here, S-video in, S-video out, and this one is a composite out. Yeah, and we have a VR out. So this VR is a bit different than today's VR. It is the NVIDIA 3D glasses thing, which is an active glasses. So where you can use a high refresh rate display. It requires at least 100 megahertz. No, it's not megahertz, it's hertz. So it requires 100 hertz display. Usually it was a CRT, and you will get 50 hertz on each eye because it was actively switching off one eye and then another, and the whole image in the display is just really strange if you're not using glasses, but it will be a same experience of some kind as you are watching a 3D movie in the cinema now. I do have the 3D glasses. I have it from the same ASUS branded GeForce 256 card. It just left somewhere and I found it. So if you're really interested, I will go to find a CRT and I can show you how it looked like. I don't know if I just can put the camera close to the glasses or something. Well, that would be a different experience than actually using it, but still I can make a video about it in a longer run because it takes some traveling and stuff, but I can do that if you are interested, or just bring the glasses and I will show you later. So yeah, that's an option. It's a really nice card. So the TNT2 basically was released in 1998 after the TNT card and before the GeForce 256, and it's a DirectX 6 compatible card. Improvement over the Voodoo actually is the support of 2048 by 2048 textures and 32-bit of colors, and I think the performance is around the Voodoo Freeze. They were the competition for this card, but we will see how it will perform in games and 3D Mark tests. It's a little bit noisy. I removed it, cleared it and stuff, so it's better now, but you'll be able to hear the card. What else to say is the NV5 GPU, so they increased as well, where the TNT was NV4, and the RIVA 128, which I also ordered, so we test the first Direct3D compatible NVIDIA card as well soon, I hope. And yeah, I don't go with the NV1 because of those quadratic surfaces stuff, and I don't know any game ever supported it, or it just Sega Saturn games, I don't know. Yeah, it's for another video actually. So yeah, this is the TNT2. I will put it into the machine and we will go to the games, test it, and talk about it a little more. Yeah, I hope you will enjoy this video. So here is the TNT2 in the Pentium 3 machine, and I also have a new hard drive. It's a SEAGATE 60GB version. It wasn't working at first, but after setting it with jumpers to 32GB, now it's working perfectly, and I hope it's quieter now so you won't hear this high-pitched screaming noise of the hard drive anymore. Now the loudest part, I guess, is the TNT2's fan and also the CPU fan. Yeah, it's different sound. Previously I had a 20GB master drive in the PC, so I think it's just a nice upgrade. It's a bit faster as well, quieter, but it will not affect the performance. I've tested the TNT2 before and after, and there's no difference, so hard drive doesn't matter, of course, in those tests. Just they are loading a bit faster, and also the system is just booting faster, so that's a good thing. So let's see our game collection now. I removed the Lego racers from this test because these cards I'm going to test are faster cards, and Lego racers is just not a demanding game anymore, and I also removed Colin McRae Rally for this reason. And we will have the usual benchmarks here, and GLQuake, Quake II and Quake III Arena, Unreal Tournament, Unreal Gold, UT 2003 and 4, and Drakan. And yeah, Turok is not demanding, but it was really quick to just make a shortcut, also Sin as well, so it's easy. And we have Insane as usual. It will be a demanding game up until the GeForce 2 GTS and GeForce 3 as well, so it will make an increase. And I included the Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 demo version, and as I was playing with demos, now I realized I can just install this KeyHG, this Klingon something. Some of you just suggested me to test out this game, and I was not owning this game, and I realized I can just install the demo version and it's free, so we'll test this game as well. It's not demanding, and I wasn't really found any good options to set this game. I think it was a suggestion more likely to the MMX PC, because it requirements is around the MMX and those older cards, so yeah, but at least we'll try this in the TNT2 just to see the game, and I think this will be our collection for this test session. I hope you will enjoy it. And well, let's start with the games now. Let's start with GLQuake 800 by 600, and I will stay with the 16-bit colors where I can. Okay, and we have 95.9 frames. It sounds pretty good at first. 1024 by 768. And we have 63.4 frames. It's still pretty good. And 1280 by 1024. And here we have 39.8 frames. Well, it's still acceptable. Here we have Quake II, also maximum texture resolution 800 by 600 16-bit colors. We have 72.3 frames per second. Awesome. 1024 by 768. And here we have 51.1 frame per second. Well, it's still good. And this is at 1280 by 960. And it's 30.5, so just at the acceptable level for this game, I guess. Okay, so I will include this part because of the previous video's suggestions, so I just switched to 1600 by 1200 and it's reverted back to this windowed mode. And what I wish to try, if I could set it back. The issue here, I can't really see the options. This probably was a different setting. So what I will do is I try to set back the resolution, figure out how much I need to step up to set it full screen, but I think it will just not work. Because of the monitor resolution and stuff like that, so we'll see that very soon. Okay, so let's try this way. Default OpenGL 1600 by 1200 and the full screen was off. Now I set it to yes and apply. So, and as you can see, it just reverts back to no on the full screen because of the display's native resolution, and it doesn't support any scaling on the graphics card. So yeah, we are stuck with the windowed solution, but I still wish to figure out if we can do the test. I believe it's rendered in the full resolution, not just this lower left part, but who knows? And I can't really see. No, it's definitely not a proper test result because we have 80.1 frames, so maybe it's just the bottom left corner of the screen. So from now on we will stay with the display's native resolution for the further tests. So where it's possible, it will be 1280 by 1024. In Quake II it will be just 960 on the height. And also I can show this to you now. Let me just quit. And if I tried, so if I tried Quake I at this resolution, it will just say it's not supported. Specified video mode not available. So yeah, this is the conclusion, and we will go to see Quake III now. Quake III with maximum settings, 16-bit colors because it's still a slow card basically, and here you can see this color gradient. It's 16-bit and it's worse than the Voodoo's 22-bit. It's definitely, it's different, it's worse, it's more like pixelated and the washed out colors, I could say that. You have these big steps between the color gradients, and also, yeah, so the Voodoo 2, what it does in the RAM back is actually a good thing, I guess. It really improves and it's an acceptable graphics, and this 16-bit is just a bit off. I wouldn't say it looks okay, so I would just go with 32 bits in lower resolution because it's better. So we have 800 by 600 here. We will stay with the 16-bit colors for comparison for a while at least, with this card definitely. And we have 46.9, so it's a more demanding game, and this would be just an optimal resolution for this game, but let's test out the high resolutions as well. So 1024 by 768. And it's 36.9, so it's not that much lower, so it's still a good resolution with this card. 1280 by 1024, and as you can see the UI is a bit chopped off, but and it's also a bit laggy for the mouse, but it's still acceptable. There is no 1280 by 960 option here, so we'll stick with this one. And here we have 22.8, which is pretty low, but still playable. But now for Quake 3, it's it's a more fast-paced game. And one final test for this game, we are still at 1280 by 1024, but we switched to the 32-bit colors and textures. Well, that took so long. And we have 14.8. Obviously, lower resolutions with 32-bit wouldn't be that much of an impact, because this basically depends on the memory bandwidth, which is already lower in this resolution. And as you can see now, this kind of shading and gradient here is much better. So yeah, it's definitely a good color option here, but the performance is, well, it's impacted a lot. So TNT2 is not for that, but actually it's a good card. But in a conclusion, for the Quake games, I think the Voodoo 3 2000 was a better card. I think I had a bit of a better frame rates, and also the quality is obviously better. If you compare this 16-bit color with the Voodoo 222, definitely, and 32 bits, just the performance is definitely lower with the TNT2. So that's it for the Quake, and I think next one will be Unreal. Or maybe no, because we still have Sin on the Quake II engine, and whatever I've tried, I still can't use the timedemo1 mapdemo1.dm2 command for Sin, so we will save it for apps and see how it goes. Maximum settings, 16-bit colors, and it's 800 by 600. Just do a quick shot around. We will have a general look of the frame rate. We are at the 40s, which I think is already lower than what we have seen with the Voodoo 3. And yeah, I remember we weren't below 30 at all with the Voodoo 3, so the mini GL driver was really good. And where's the guy? There it is. And now it started to have much nicer frame rates. Started to recognize the patterns of this game. Everything is well scripted here. Yeah. So we had frame rates above 60 as well in this corridors, 80, 90 almost, pretty good. But it's definitely worse than the Voodoo 3, and also have to mention that there is no visible difference between this 16-bit mode and the Voodoo's 22, because the highest substrate here is 16-bit, if I'm right, and there is no difference in the texture. So Quake 3 was the first game where it's actually mattered in our list. So yeah, we are down to the 30s sometimes. So let's just try to switch without 8-bit or 16-bit. Switch the resolution to 1024 by 768. Still on camera, because it's pretty fast with this hard drive. And let's just load back our previous state. As you can see, it's real good. Just a quick pause here, and we are already back in the game. It was like that's fine. I would say there is no difference in the frame rates, or it's even better. Oh, I have a jump key, that's good. I just left some guys there, and here now is the new. I always wanted to find the key. Ah, here's the key. 20, 26, 28. It's a bit lower and I just run out of ammo. I think picking up the key made those guys appear in larger numbers, and we have the machine gun, minigun guy here as well. So I'm gonna switch to the weapon and try it out. I don't want to make 2 hour long video again, so just make it quick. Just a little walking. And yeah, I have this little momentary freezes, like micro lag. Maybe I was just a bit fast. Yeah, 30. Do I have a chance? Shadows are nice. Shadow maps, I think. I'm just looking at the frame rate basically. It's definitely different in the previous run. More guys, but yeah, that's it. And one more time. Security controls, video controls, and let's see the... oh yeah. 1280 1024. Okay. That looks bad, so I make a pause here. Looks like the Quake engine doesn't like anything else than the 4:3 aspect ratio, so we are at 1280 by 960 again, and let's see what it will do. It's pretty sharp, I can say this, and aiming is worse. I can feel it's more laggy. It's harder to aim. They look clever with those moving and crouching and everything. Yeah, we are the 20 something, so I will keep Sin because it's a pretty demanding game actually in this resolution, which is good. And I should have picked up the ammo. 20s, you know, 20s sometimes. You stand, and I need more of the enemies, so just pick up the key, shoot a few guys in the head. Looks like it doesn't matter. Pick up this ammo. Oh, I can. It's cool. And I want a weapon quickly. Where's the gun? Here you are. 30s. Good. Here you are. Need some bullets. I'll go that way, shorter. 29. Yeah, this part will be just a bit too long. 24. 22, not good. It's still playable, but not great. The resolution was better. But still, we are the 20s. So that was Sin, and this time I really go to Unreal. Here you can see Unreal Gold running at 1024 by 768 and 16-bit colors, everything on full. And this is the most demanding part of the game, watching this intro, because actual Unreal gameplay and the deathmatch is faster than this, so I think it's a good test. And it's running just for a while, and it looks like our average is around 38 frames, and it's still keeping that away. And I'm using the OpenGL API because in Direct 3D with this specific card, or with the TNT2, with the drivers, I don't know, but it's a flickering mess. It's really horrible. Maybe I will show that to you in the Unreal tournament because it's easier to switch graphics mode, because I just had to edit the Unreal any file to make it run in OpenGL, and now it looks really good, but just a bit dark. Yeah, it runs. Setting the color depth make the game crash like this, but actually it sets the color, so yeah, it's maybe Unreal, maybe my card, I'm not sure what, but I remember it was the same with the Pentium 4. I had issues, so maybe the card, not sure. So let's just run it a little while and see how 32 bits will affect the performance in this resolution. I decided not to test the lower resolution because obviously they are above 60 and around 75 sometimes, so it's not that big of a deal. And even in this resolution, it looks like it's giving us a really nice average, just around 36. So it's not worse than 16 bits, just by 2 frames. 35 here, yeah, 2 and 3 frames. It's pretty good. So let's just see the highest possible, 1280 by 1024. Resolution switch, no crash. So go back here, reset it, and see how it goes. Yeah, this resolution is definitely above the memory bandwidth. Maybe the performance of this card is also just not enough with this CPU. And it's still changing on the average greatly, so let me just run it a little more. The actual gameplay is definitely better. We will just jump into Edit Match and see it as well. So yeah, it's around 21, I guess. So yeah, it's worse. Let's see if 16-bit will improve on it at all. Yeah, we have the usual crash. And yeah, for Unreal Tournament as well, the same thing. Direct 3D is not working, OpenGL is fine. Time view 1. Just click back, click on, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so yeah, definitely increased. 25 now. Let's just wait a little. It might be better or worse. But yeah, it's keeping itself around 25, it's now 26. So 16-bit of colors is a bit better. Not that huge difference. Well, it could be in percentage, because 21 versus the 25 still, yeah. Okay, so let's keep this resolution and see what 25 frames will do in a bot match. I'll stick with deck 16 because my favorite. Here we have some waiting, 2 bots, it's fine. This video still will be long that way. Okay, so let's just shoot a little. Looks pretty clear. That's cool. Okay, so the bots are harder in Unreal because there are just very few options, while in Unreal Tournament there are many, so the second option is actually like the 4th or something in Unreal Tournament. I'm still focusing on the frame rate. As you can see, it's playable, minor lagging, but the average is at 38 instead of the 25 you've seen. So I realized the worst case scenario is that flyby demo with the castle. So yeah, 38 is pretty good, and I kind of even back to the 31 for the 16-bit of colors. So it will come jump down here. Before I kill myself. Ah, it's not killing water. That's new. Now the tournament kills you. Okay, so let me just say this was Unreal 4 now. Okay, so I'm basically comparing the scores of Unreal and Unreal Tournament. So we are at 1280 by 1024, 16-bit colors, and as you can see in Unreal Tournament, using the OpenGL render cause directory as a mass, we are at a very low frame rate. It's kind of unplayable. We are at 14 frames, which is pretty low, really. We had 38 with the same settings in Unreal, so it's more demanding and it's just worse. Still more playable. I prefer Unreal. And we have detailed textures if I see well. So let's see 32-bit color. So up here, yeah. Will it crash as well? No, Unreal Tournament is more stable than Unreal. And just look at the frame rates while I die over and over again. It looks like better. Yeah, just one frame. Let me just restart it. Sometimes you mention resetting it is a good idea. Maybe, oh, sorry. I remember the comments now. So that way. Okay, now we have a new average. And I'm going to die because I can't even move. Well, not a big difference, but in 32 bits, it's better, actually. I don't know what's the explanation. I'm dying over and over again, so consider this resolution unplayable. Keep the colors and go back to 1024 by 768 if it allows us. And yeah, it becomes better. Time demo 0, time demo 1. Ah, and we have an average at the end. That's really cool. Yeah, it says the average was 18. Well, that's a good thing actually, so I'll check it out. And as you can see, this resolution is definitely better. We are at the 30 mark. Still suck a bit, but at least it feels better. I will die later. I'll jump here and die here. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so now we have a nice frame rate. It will be better to use the same route and same stuff, but I think in general you can just see how the frame rate goes. No line that spot there. And let's just go back to time demo 0 and see the average was 28, so it's better. 800 by 600 would be even better. Yeah, the main menu is perfect now. So we'll just click on the time demo and see how it runs. It's not any better. Yeah, it's a bit better. Last sec is 48. Yeah, it's definitely better. So we are more likely GPU limited still, so that's good. The shouldn't suck anymore because the frame rate is acceptable. Still looking at the frame rate more than the game. Yeah, going to the benchmark. Let's see. Yeah, this format helps a lot. Well, his quick moves are still hard to follow, but it's definitely better. Should I have a... Okay, one is enforcer. You did hold back. Yeah, that was great. 32 times 0, and we will see an average of 33, 43. Yeah, 43. Yeah. So it's definitely better. And one more thing I wish to show you with this kind of glitchy card. If I switch from OpenGL to, it will list only directory, and yeah, go with directory. I will show you what's the problem. We are missing an A here, and the menu is like this. Horrid. Fortunately we have OpenGL, and yep, go back here and time demo 1. Okay, so you remember we have 43 and something, and with Direct 3D we are at the 60 mark, 55, so Direct 3D would be faster. I think maybe this driver is just too new or something. Or maybe it's the card, I'm not sure. Well, we are at the 46 mark, so OpenGL is not that much worse in performance. It definitely feels faster. But you have this flickering thing everywhere, and it's bad, so... Everyone's gone. In OpenGL there are no bots around you. I mean, directory, and they are, so... Yeah, it's definitely faster, it's easier to look around and move. So yeah, as I mentioned before, frame rate is not about what you see, but how you feel and how your input works, how you can control your player. It's just a way different having around 60 and being able to aim properly. Yeah, jumping was my fault. I just forget to press the space. Because this keyboard is just so old, PS2 one, and yeah, I'm getting used to my mechanical one. Oh, never mind, just, okay, I want to shoot you, I can't stand it. There was an Unreal tournament, and now we will go to the newer Unreal versions. Let's start our Unreal Tournament 2003 video with this other TNT2 issue. I hope you can see those flickering lines all over the screen. It's the same in 3D as well, and it's just annoying, really annoying. You can, it's like the Direct 3D, yeah, it's Direct 3D only, so it's like the UT 2003 version of the Unreal Tournament's flickering textures, but it's different, because if I set it to 32 bits, or 10, 24 by 768 and 16 bits, so just a higher demand on a card maybe, so it's gone in 32 bits. It's really strange. But yeah, so I have to play this Unreal version and the new one, the UT 2004 with 32 bits, which makes it more demanding, I guess. Yeah, let's see how it goes. State frame rate, it's different. So jump into the game quickly and compare it with the Woody 3 a bit. With the TNT2, everything looks just about right. So it's low resolution, definitely. Texture resolution makes it really blurry. but if you it was a dimmer. But if you just see all the lighting and other stuff, it looks as it should be. So yeah, definitely it's a bit newer on the DirectX 8 driver part. It's better, and as you see this lake here, from some angles you just don't see the water surface. It's using a cube map environment, but yeah, above here you definitely can see this cube map lighting. Yeah, so you have the water, and I'm pretty unsure. It was a pixelated mess with the Voodoo, and it was something else with the Savage 4. So it looks better than with the Voodoo. The performance is kind of same, but I think the Savage 4 for some reason was just better. Unsure, because here I had 40s. So let's just say it runs lowest settings, 640 by 480 only, and it's far from playable. It's still under the CPU requirements as well, but it's definitely the GPU what holds us back the most. So yeah, it's not so. But this game is just really good for testing those cards, because it's pretty new, it's demanding, and it will last until GeForce 6 or something, and you will still see gains in frame rate. So it's a good game for testing. Okay, so I think well, this is just enough for OT2000 free now. Oh, and I'm dead. So let's move to OT2004. So in OT2004 we see something more demanding than the deathmatch in OT2003. Basically the situation is the same, everything at the lowest 32-bit colors, because 16-bit is just has this flickering lines here as well. So not sure, drivers, card, don't know, but it's there, and loads for a while actually, but it's acceptable. Let's see the set frame rate without starting the fight. It's already horrible. So mention again, OT2003 required 732 MHz CPU. This one requires gigahertz, I guess, and we are at 600 MHz. So yeah, definitely it requires more CPU power as well. Compared to the Woody 3, it looks fine. It's perfectly. It looks as it should. But it's a low resolution, definitely. Frame rate is around 4 and 5. Completely unplayable. Yeah, and it's locked. Should have realized it. They're doing stuff quickly. There should be a power node. Can I start it or something? Not because I should have been linked here. Yeah. Just existence is really tiresome with this frame rate. On foot it's better actually a bit, because you just see less, and that helps. I might not be able to show you. Let me jump out. Okay, it's not better. Now I discard. Yeah, we're at 6 instead of 5 and 4, 6 and 7, sometimes 10. Should I shoot this? Yeah, I can shoot it. It actually helps, but this is the best. Someone's shooting. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I messed up. First I have to remove the blue one, then I can establish my red one. Whoa, that's really laggy. Yeah, it's enough for this card, I know, but yeah, with the Pentium 4 it was better. Of course, the CPU helped a lot. But this is the idea of this Pentium 3 test, basically, to see how much the GPU counts in the CPU bound situation sometimes. We just see the GeForce 256 TNL helping here. Okay, I'm lost. That's fine. So this was RIVA 2004, and I'm still alive. That's good. Okay, so let's move to the next game. And this is Turok. We have only the direct 3D option here. 800 by 600 is the highest, and as you can see, this card, or this driver version, has a lot of graphical glitches. The 2D UI is glitched, and also in the 3D there are a lot of strange things. And also, seeing that this game is quite old, the frame rate is not that great. So it reaches the 20s. It looks like it won't go above 30 at all. It does. Yeah, 73. So yeah, that's because of the driver issue, or I don't know, but it looks strange, and yeah. So just keep this video stuff running, and as you can see, okay, this part is okay. Yeah, it's definitely acceptable, except those textures. And yeah, the menus looks like this. So yeah, this is Turok here. Okay, this is the DS option. So, little secret for those who's watching the whole video, or the Turok part. Nothing interesting. I just wanted to show you that it's a 71.84 version. This is the latest on NVIDIA's website for this card. So yeah, that's what we have here. So let's check out the con. So this is Drakan. Everything's set to the highest, 640 by 480, 16 bit of colors, and I decided to just show you the intro because this is more reproducible and it's easier to compare, to see this. Yeah, it's actually the same scene, so it's just better. This resolution, we are 20s and in the 30s. Back, and I can see some issues with the textures, some kind of flickering we were seeing in Turok, yeah. And the tents. Okay, I remember with the Woody 3 we had decent frame rates, even in higher resolutions, so this is not great. It's far from great. And the tents. Okay, don't waste more time. Let's go to 32-bit if it can. Okay, take effect, that's fine if it's not crashing, and just jump here back. See how it goes. It's worse, not by much, but yeah, for this game I should definitely just set stuff to lower to actually being able to play it. I'm an absolute NVIDIA fan basically, but as I'm doing this retro tests, I just realized in the 3DFX Woody cards were the best. I had no issues with the Banshee, I had no issues with the Woody 3. Yeah, I tested these two cards. I had issues with the Woody 2, but in every game the performance was just really good for its age, and no big graphical glitches like this. So yeah, the Woody cards are definitely great. I can understand those who are saying they are great, because yeah, they are. Okay, so it became worse, but not as bad, so just move a little higher and see something what I can compare it to. So just start it again. I wouldn't say it's worse. It's a bit lower, but it's definitely, we have seen 20s here and we have around 10 now, 12. It looks like some kind of CPU limit, but it's definitely not it. So let's see if it accepts this 5x4 issue. SONY resolution, it's really demanding, and yeah, we've seen just 1-digit frame rates, 9. It looks fine, except those glitches. Maybe now there's on the trunk as well, so this resolution as well is affected. And we have this march here, which is still a low frame rate. These NPCs are really blocky, or maybe I should say triangulated. Yeah, it's hard. So, Woody wins here, definitely. So that was Drakan on DTNT2. So this is insane, everything at the highest, but we will start with 640x480 and 16-bit colors. It looks good. The menu is quick, it's really easy to just jump around it, and we had a 75 fixed frame rate on the menu. And here we are in the game already. Let me see, we will go with the WSD, and that's at 25, and it goes even lower sometimes. I think I'm in a very bad kind of game, because there are only 3 of those gates and it will be over quickly. I think it's a bit more detailed than with the 3, with the shadows, and not sure it's just subjective, but I see more detail, and I see worse frame rate, definitely much worse. It's controllable, but on the edge. So let's see some other. Let me see if I can set the resolution away. Okay, no issues here. It's pretty quick, except starting the game and leaving it, because in the demo version you just have to watch all those annoying images. 800 by 600. Yeah, why not? Okay, let's do that. Shouldn't be that much lower. Yeah, we are at the 20s again. Just running the engine for no reason. And I have seen a flicker. Not that bad, but it was. Yeah, the frame rate is lower. We're definitely around the teens and not the 20s. Okay, just don't waste too much time here. Abandon the game and let's see something else. 24768. Yep, let's go with it. I hope I set it. It's a large uncut part, but it's pretty fast at low ending, so no issues. Is it actually? Yeah, I think it's a high resolution. Why is it pressing this button all the time? Okay, everyone does. Okay, not much lower. It's harder to control, but the frame rate is not that much worse. Yeah, it's really hard to control. And I see the textures more like repeating and stuff. That was nice. It's laggy. So, abandon game. We just quickly go through all of these. One more. Yep. Let's see this. 1280 1024. As usual, quick race. Really quickly. And here we are. Yeah, definitely. The frame rate is just punched. It's from the lower 20s to 15. So jump from the previous resolution is really, really huge in every game. You can say that. This is a very demanding resolution. So we are around almost just 10. So yeah. Textures are much better actually, but it's still, I would say with 800 by 600 that was the most acceptable. It looks fine and even, and what I wish to do is to see if I go to 32-bit of colors, how testing these cards are taking more and more time, because now we have the 32 option as well. We're just testing a few with 3D marks as well. I've been testing 640 by 480 and then the 1280 by 1024. And as you can see, from 15 we are at 11, so it's like increasing one more in the resolution. 11 frames, 10, and it's really horrible, but the textures are even sharper. It's good. The water here, some trees. I should see animals because of the settings, but I've never seen any. Whoa, I wish to see a card where the settings actually runs great. But we are not below 10 so far, so it's good. Okay guys, it was an experience. So this was insane on the TNT2, and here are the damn annoying advertisements of the full version, and I won't sit through this. Let's test the new additions to our benchmarking, the Need for Speed game, and also these Klingon Star Wars Unreal Engine kind of thing. So yeah. Okay, so this is Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, not the best pronunciation, and as you can see, the TNT card in 16-bit colors has this little flickering of color thing, really not that bad at all. So, but still, I wish to select 32 bits, and it's better now. Yeah, so, oh god, I wasn't, never mind. Okay, so it's much better. I don't like the demo because every time I start the game again, it will just revert everything back to the defaults, and it's a bit annoying, but we'll fine. So, let's try everything at the lowest 640 by 480 and 32-bit. I just set the controls and other stuff, and then we'll jump into the game. Okay, here we are in the game, and the frame rate is acceptable right now. So let's see how it runs. I really like driving these cars in this game, but the whole pulley stuff is just something that I just don't like it. Actually, it's annoying if the pulleys just come and mess around with you, and those helicopters with those explosives and stuff. I don't really like it, but otherwise it's a nice game. I really love the Need for Speed Underground, also Underground 2, but I just stopped following the sequels basically after the yellow washed out carbon. It's a really demanding game. I think it requires a nice CPU as well. 20s, sometimes in the teens. Yeah. Here are those. See? I just don't like it. It's annoying. Yeah, if you're good, I'm sure you can avoid them, but I just want to win a race, and that's it. I don't want to mess around with those. What's the meaning of that? I really wish to see if I drive around the city and then the plugs start to drop bombs on me. That would be strange. It's not that bad, but it's laggy as hell. Okay, so let's see higher resolution just to compare it. 800 by 600 this time. It's not that big of a performance drop. It's easier to control this car than the Ferrari. As long as you're around the 20s, but here it's becoming worse. Never mind if you're in first place where the police comes. Yep, there was it. So let's see high resolution. 1024 by 768 here. I think the CPU requirement is a 500 MHz Pentium 3, so it shouldn't be CPU limited. And the performance is worse, so it's probably still on the GPU. Maybe it's a transforming lighting part or the lack of it, and that's why we are not seeing that much of a drop with the resolution. It's more like the vertex processing than the pixel frame. It's not that much worse, but I can feel it's not that good. And here with the Ferrari we are at the 6th place again, but it looks better than Porsche, I guess. Okay, so let's try the native resolution. It should be real bad. 1280 by 1024. And yeah, the frame rate is definitely lower. The yellow Ferrari looks really sharp in detail, but whoa, that's really bad, yeah. Just 8 frames, 9. Absolutely uncontrollable. And also I can see the effect of the RAM DAC as being just not enough, because it's a bit blurry and wavy, even if it's overall sharper because of the resolution and the native. Yeah, it's horrible. So said I wasn't try this game on the Voodoo, maybe once, but we will try this in the newer GPUs like the GeForce 256 and the GeForce 2, and within a few weeks I just go and pick up my GeForce 2 MX cards, and I will do those videos as well. Okay. It's a nice refresh after Colin McRae rally, actually. So yeah, let's see those Klingons now. And here we have Klingon Honor Guard, which is running on the Unreal Engine, and the only way to see the frame rate is just setting the stat FPS command, which displays some frame rate in milliseconds, render time in milliseconds, node and polygons. So it's not that useful, and also just can't see fraps. So that's a bad thing, and also because it's Unreal and it's Direct 3D, it's bugged in the TNT2, or at least in mine. As you can see, there are missing words and stuff, which is actually fixed if I lower the resolution to 320 by 240. I will show that to you as well. So I included this game because one of you mentioned that I should test it. I think it was in the MMX period of my tests, and yeah, it would fit very well there because it has low CPU requirement. It mentions the MMX and CPU of 266 megahertz, and yeah, so that will be good. Also, oh yeah, it's directory, but on the weapons sometimes it is so jacketed. I thought that it is software, but in textures it's yeah, it's direct 3D. and the whole movement is just floaty, if I can say that. So I just excluded this game so far because I was thinking I need the full version to test it, because yeah, these days you don't have demo versions, or just a very few. But yeah, I realized for all the games I can use the demo versions, as I did with UT 2003 and 4. So yeah, I just googled it, Klingon Honor Guard demo, and I downloaded it, install it, and we were testing it. At least we are seeing how it runs. I don't think I will keep this game in our benchmarks, because yeah, it's just I don't know, if you know how to benchmark it properly and you think it's useful or interesting, I will keep it for the next video. Just, well, you decide. So yeah, I really like using this gun, and there are some good aspects of this game, but basically I just don't like the HUD, the movement, and this kind of lagging movement. But yeah, it probably was a great game at that age. So just well, okay, go to video, and if I set it to, I guess this, no, it's not 480, yeah, this one. And now it looks really bad. Yeah, the movement is still not good. I was thinking how to open this door. I did it once, actually. I did something upstairs, then opened that, and so. But at least now the HUD, I mean the menu system is okay. So let's try this resolution. It's the 512 by 384, and it still looks okay. So I don't know, but 640 by 480 and above that, it's just not good. Yeah, that looks great, just don't like it. There should be a button somewhere, yeah, maybe this one, and let's open that door, or just call the lift. This is the second time I'm playing this game. First I was just testing a few stuff, and I was able to open this door. I just don't remember how. I know I can open these. But that's also, let's just try another resolution if it helps, but without the frame rates it's just, yeah, doesn't make too much sense, I guess. Yeah, and as you can see, it's already bugged a bit. Yeah, I was there, that was good. And maybe I can open this one as well. Oh, and now these legs, and it's like ice skating. I press the button and then it just floats a bit. Very strange. Yeah, like when you shoot it, it transforms to a different mesh, a rugged one, and then it explodes. That's pretty good. Let's basically use all the features of the Unreal Engine. AI is pretty good. At least they are moving nicely and stuff. But I just can't move in this game properly, and in a shooter game, I think it's not a good thing. I guess they wanted to make it more realistic for a sci-fi game, at least. That might be the door. And if I jump, I die. I think I would die. Oh, those doors. I've seen GG Man's video about this game, and now I understand what he said about the doors. But yeah, at least we've tested this game as well. I hope you liked it, and if you have any ideas how to benchmark it properly, I tried the demo one, but it doesn't work, so maybe there is another way to do it. Not sure. So if there is, please share how to do it, and I will test the game in the next video. Yeah, properly. So yeah, thank you. And I think we are at the end of game reviewing. I will speak a bit about, just in general, what we can see on an NVIDIA card. So as this is the first NVIDIA card in our testing scenario, let's see what the driver offers to us. So we can see it recognizes this NVIDIA RIVA TNT2 or TNT2 Pro here in the device manager, and here we can see a nice TNT2 logo. It says Intel Pentium 3, SSE, Windows 98, DirectX 8.1. We have AGP2X. This is the 440BX chipset, so we will stick with 2X, I guess. And it has 32 MB of RAM and 71.84 as a driver version. This is the latest from NVIDIA's site, and well, we will use this to the GeForce card as well very soon. And it has a TV encoder, which we won't use. So we have some options to adjust the screen, move the display, and also there are some settings to select the display type, coordinated discrete general. I don't really know this. Mipmap detail for direct 3D, it's the best image quality, and 63 MB PCI mode texture memory, whatever that is, and enabling fork table emulation, maybe for some older games. For OpenGL, we can disable CPU instruction sets for some reason, maybe for older games, legacy stuff. Default color, depth, and I don't know what's the buffer flipping mode, auto select, and I turned off the vertical sync because we are testing. We have some options to change the colors, and there is the digital vibrance option to make the colors more vivid. It was released when the GeForce 2 was, but this driver includes it, and you can use it with the TNT2 as well. Some other screen adjustment options, color adjustments, yeah, just a link back, video overlay, and we have a taskbar icon we can set on. And basically you just able to set the same stuff: screen resolution, refresh rate, color depth, and no direct 3D setting, and yeah, nothing else. Maybe if you add profiles and stuff, yeah, this is just a general thing. In profiles you can maybe just do different settings for video and game stuff for different people using this computer. I don't know, and this is just infrequently used menu items and stuff. Interesting. So yeah, that's it. The only option I actually use is the disable VSync. But yeah, it looks nice. I like this version, which just embeds into the Windows display settings. It's better than the GeForce experience kind of stuff, I think, at least for me. And I'm using the 800 by 600 32 bits because in higher resolution it's just because of the RAM deck, I guess. It's like waving, and I don't know, it's just hurting my eyes, so I will keep this one. And let's just do a very quick look at the 3D Mark scores compared to the Voodoo 3, and at the end of the video you will find more detailed. I just want to go to the Voodoo. Yeah, 640 by 480 in the Voodoo we scored 3500, and on the TNT2 it's 5500, so it's not a big difference. So let's, yeah, the dog is barking so good. Yeah, I want to see 99 in high resolution. Sorry if I just skipped it a few times. Voodoo, yeah, let's see the Voodoo 2400, and let's go to the TNT2 3300 for this high resolution. So it's definitely better in high resolutions, at least in this benchmark. Yeah, so in 2000 and 640 by 480 we have 3300, and with the Voodoo card we have 1000. I'm doing something stupid. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm just a little tired. Fuck, I don't want to start this video all over again. Yeah, just look for the TNT2 score. Yeah, so never mind, maybe I haven't opened it. Sorry about this. 1800 in this resolution with the TNT2, and with the Voodoo we have 1700, so just around 100 difference in score. So we go to 2001. Yeah, I just was not opening the 2640 resolution. So yeah, let's see the Voodoo 640. In 3D Mark 2001 we have 1300, and for the Voodoo we have 1300. Yeah, pretty close. Or maybe I did something stupid again. 1200 for the TNT2. Yeah, just so the TNT2 is actually slower here. I just don't like the small resolution, and I just can't put all these windows nicely one by one easily. I like the swapping option, and you can just drag those windows side by side. It's much harder to do in an older OS. So, but we can do that, but it looks ugly. So the Voodoo in higher resolution is slower just a bit. So basically, if you will look at the graphs, you will see in lower resolutions the Voodoo is definitely faster, and in higher resolutions the TNT2 wins. But in games generally liking the Voodoo because of the glide and the mini GL driver was just faster, and is looking better in 16 bits, of course, because of the 22 bits, and it also runs faster. So yeah, check out Phil's computer lab on these cards, I guess. His videos are really good. If you just go for the GeForce 256, you will see comparisons with the TNT2 and with the Voodoo 3 as well. So he just experienced the same kind of differences as I did. So, and those graphs and the whole video is really good, short, and everything's in it, so it's pretty good. But yeah, later maybe I will have a good channel as well. Just yeah, I have to learn a lot. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and now you see where the Voodoo 3 and the TNT2 card stands compared to other cards. And just for the final look, the GeForce 256 arrived, so I'll just jump and see how it works. So thank you once more. Please write comments, like the video if you like it, dislike it if you disliked it, that also helps. So well, thanks once more, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.